Hey everyone, it's Mystery Josh, Mystery J. Today I want to talk about productivity. I want to talk about productivity. The one secret that I don't hear people talk about, or maybe I have, I just don't recall it. But the secret to productivity, the one secret to productivity that I notice is your environment. Your environment is the secret, guys. It's your environment. It's the environment. Trust me, guys, it's your environment. I'm lazy. I am lazy. It's something I've come to accept, even though I try to convince myself that I'm not, but I've accepted that, hey, you're lazy. You can't get things done. I can plan well. I'm the best planner out there. I can plan my day. I can plan very well, but I suck at execution. I cannot execute. I cannot execute or follow up with my plan. And I know I speak for a lot of people now, right? Not just for not just me, but I speak for like a lot of people out there, or this generation in general. But guys, the secret is our environment. Just think. Every time I want to study, every time I want to study, I go to my room. I go to my room to study. I try to read a book in my room. I try to, do the things I need to do. Study, learn the skills that I want to learn. But if you really think about it, it's all up here. It's the brain, right? The brain is not used to that. My brain is not used to me studying in my room. The brain is not used to that. Whenever I go to my room, what do I do in my room? What I usually do is I watch Netflix. I'm on YouTube watching a bunch of pointless and some meaningful videos, right? I'm playing video games. I'm eating food. I'm sleeping. That's all I do in my room. That's all I do in my room. So that's all my brain knows. My brain only knows when you come to this room, my room, all we do here is play games, watch Netflix, sleep, eat. That's all we do here. So if that's all we do here, how can I come into my room and try to tell my brain, hey, let's change that up. Let's do something different. I mean, that's hard. How can I tell my brain to all of a sudden change something that I've been doing for years? Something that I've been doing for years, and I'm trying to tell my brain to just change it like this. My brain recognizes the environment. My brain recognizes my room. If I come into my room, my brain says, okay, I know where we're at. I know this environment. This is the environment where we sleep, where we eat, where we watch movies, where we play video games. This is what we do here. We don't study here. This is just for fun. So I'm in that environment trying to study. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. So if I can go to a new environment, an environment where the brain says, "Oh, I know what we do here. This is where we study. This is where we actually put in the work. This is where you got to read. This is where you got to do stuff." And the best environment that I'm thinking of is really the library, right? The library. That there's a reason why people go out there, because the environment is study, right? So your brain understands, hey, this is not the place where we play games. This is not the place where we sleep. No, this is a place where we read. So it's the environment, guys. Your environment is the key. That's the secret. Is your environment. You cannot if all you do all day at home is sleep, eat, stay on your phone, watch TikTok, YouTube shorts. If that's all you do on your phone, and all of a sudden you're now trying to tell your brain, you're now telling your brain to, hey, let's study. Let's not do that. Do you know how difficult that's difficult? You're trying to tell your brain that to change what you've been doing for who knows how long, for years, for how many years now? How many years now? And you're trying to tell your brain to change that. That's nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible. You need to move to a new environment. You need to go to a different environment where the brain says, okay, here we study, here we get the work done, here we don't joke around, here we actually put in the work here. It's the environment, guys. It's your environment. So that's what I'm going to start incorporating into my life. I need to start going out. Get out the house more, right? Get out the house. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. I just go anywhere. I don't care if you go back to your college. Just go somewhere where it's a place that is actually known for reading books or being productive, right? Instead of you trying to be productive inside your house, go out and find a place, an environment that is known for being productive, so you can be productive. That's the secret. That's what I'm saying here. It's the environment. The environment is the problem. Your brain knows what you do at every environment you go to. Your brain knows what it's there for. The brain knows, man. The brain knows. When you go to a movie theater, right? The brain knows, okay, this is where we relax. This is where we eat popcorn and we watch movies. The brain knows. So the brain goes into that mode, right? You don't study in a freaking movie theater. You don't do that, right? When you go to Six Flag, the brain knows, all right, this is where we go crazy, where we have fun. The brain knows the environment, right? So when you come back home, the brain knows, okay, this is where we eat, we relax, we be ourselves, we act crazy, we talk crazy, we play games, we watch movies, Netflix, YouTube, we stay on our phone all day, we eat, we sleep. That's what the brain knows when you come home. So you're not gonna come home and try to study and try to do something different because the brain is just not gonna have that. You may try for a while, but eventually you go back to doing the same thing. So it's the environment, guys. You gotta create it. You gotta create an environment of productivity outside your house. Create an environment of productivity outside your house. I don't recommend you trying to create one inside your house because at the end of the day, you're still inside your house, and the brain knows I'm inside my home. And I know what we do here is we joke around, we play games, we just the brain knows that. So I recommend going outside, and that's why you see people, right? People have offices, right? People have this office where they go for work because it's a different environment, right? It's a different environment. It's the environment, guys. Change your environment. That's really it. That's the secret. Change your environment. Create an environment of productivity or find an environment of productivity. That's it. Those are the only two ways you can be productive. Is to create an environment of productivity, find you an environment of productivity. Or you know what, actually, or you can try to change your brain. You can try to rewire your brain to, you can change your brain memory. If you like, for example, my room, my brain knows that in my room all we do is play games, sleep, eat. I can try to I can try to change that, but that's nearly impossible. That's nearly impossible because I've been doing that for my whole life. That's all I do. And I'm trying to change, and now I'm trying to tell my brain to do something different now. Something I've been doing my whole life. I'm trying to tell my brain to do something different now, which is nearly impossible. So it's best for me to go find an environment of productivity, like a library, right? Or create an environment of productivity. Yeah, man. That's all. I said, man, that's all. Just again, number one is you can go and create an environment of productivity. Create an environment of productivity. Create one, right? And I recommend to go create an environment of productivity elsewhere, not inside your house, because you're still inside your home. Your brain still knows I'm inside the house. Two, find an environment of productivity, like the library, right? Or a bookstore or something. Go find that, or school, class, something, right? Yeah. And then last one is really, which is the hardest one, the nearly impossible one, which is for you to rewire your brain, to tell your brain, hey, when I come home, we're gonna change what we usually do, which is eat food, laugh, live. Yeah, that's nearly impossible to tell the brain to just change that. Something you've been doing for years. You're not gonna tell your brain to just change that. It's nearly impossible, man. That's the secret to productivity that people don't talk about. God bless you, man. Again, my name is Mr. Josh. I'll see you guys on the next video.